the side of it and not the front. So that way it'll kind of like spin around it. There we go. So maybe I did want 50. Oops. See what that does. You know, that's still a lot, but let's try 75 just see what it does. I think this used to have in the test builds a unit, but I don't see that here, so I don't really know what units it's in. Maybe it's just automatically in metric units or blender units. I don't know what blender units for mass is, so just kind of go by guess. You know, that's seems like it's flying around a lot, but that could be kind of cool. So just adjust it to whatever you think is most realistic, but for that I think it'll make a nice crash. I'm going to scale this on the Y a little bit so it doesn't fly off the edge here. I'll play the back one more time just to see how it does. Okay, you know, I kind of liked it when it flew up in the air. See if I can get that again. Landed on its back. Oh, I forgot. Okay, so quick thing, you'll notice that rigid bodies don't have any caches. You know, other things do like cloth, fluid, smoke, and soft body, but rigid body actually doesn't. And this is just because it's real time, I suppose, but you can see here it still has the cache like baked line down here, and that means that no matter how many times you go through this, it'll play exactly the same, and you can scrub in between and all that stuff. So to get a different result, all you have to do is change, you know, one of these settings. Maybe you want to change it to 60, then it'll free that, and we start again, you'll get a different result. Okay, so that'll be good enough. And then I kind of want a secondary collision just to make things more fun. So I'm going to Shift S and cursor to selected, so that'll position my 3D cursor right where that car box is. And then I'm going to add a sphere. So just kind of like the other one, I just have a sphere, and I'm going to position it off to the side a little bit so it kind of bounces down and rolls off. Scale it up, and then Control A and apply scale. One thing when you're working with dynamics, you should apply your scale beforehand, because sometimes it'll cause a lot of problems if you don't. Okay, so I'm going to make that a rigid body and active, but I don't really want it falling down right away. So if you see, it just falls straight down. But I don't like that. So the car's not under there until, what was it, like frame 60? So on frame 60, I'm going to do the same thing I did with the car. Check, let's go 70. Okay. Hit I while hovering over it, go to the next one, uncheck it, hit I, and there you go. So you see the car comes, bounces off, lands on it. Yeah, it needs to be a little bit higher because you don't want it bouncing off.